Today I would like to talk to you about bone loss because, well, as we get older, nearly everybody has some bone loss. But if that is to a limited degree, no big harm is done. However, if there are pockets, which means if the gum detaches from the root surface, then there is infiltration of bacteria, and these bacteria go deeper and deeper while they destroy the ligaments, and so at some point they reach the bone level. Then at that point, in many cases, they cause a V-shaped bone defect, something like if this hand is the root, and normally the bone is like this, the bone will do this. That's a V-shaped bone defect. This kind of defect, if it's properly treated, if the gum adheres to the root again, will eventually, it takes time obviously, adhere again, and so the bone will regrow and fill in the void. But in many other cases, I think it's especially if there is a lack of minerals, we have what we call horizontal bone loss. That means, suppose would be the root, and the bone was here at some point, well, it goes down like this. When the bone is lost in a horizontal way, so if it goes down like this, it never, well, at least I have never seen it, it doesn't grow back. It stays, if we can keep it at that certain level, then we are in good shape. But there's something really important regarding attachment, loss of attachment of the tooth. Just imagine that this hand is the bone. So the bone is up to here. On top you have the gum, and that's the tooth that you see in the mouth. If 50% of the bone is lost, let's say the bone goes down this way, about 50%, what happens is, first of all, this part of the tooth gets longer, and the part that's attached is shorter, 50% shorter. But as this gets longer, the leverage of this part and the forces that are exerted on this part, which is still attached, are getting bigger and bigger because this part is getting longer, the leverage is a lot larger. And forces on the teeth when we chew are not just like this, no, they are like this, because we grind, we chew, as we chew. Now, there's not only the size, the length of this part and this part, there's also the thickness, because you see this part, as with this pen, is way thinner than this part. So even if we have 50% left, in reality we lose about 75% of the strength of the tooth. And the result of all this is that the forces, even if this part is in perfect health, after the bone loss, the forces that are exerted are so excessive that this will not hold. It will degrade and the tooth will get looser and eventually some infections will reinstall, etc. But fortunately there is a way out, and that is, let's assume that this is the neighboring tooth and there's another one over here. We splint, in other words, we, if to put it in a very simple way, we glue this one to that one, we attach it, to that one, so that the neighbors support each other, and then the forces are like spread on several teeth, and the excessive forces are no longer exerted. And that's a solution to keep the teeth in good strength. They are no longer moving, and the gum will reattach more easily. The excessive forces are no longer there, and we can keep it healthy provided that we keep the gums in good condition, obviously, and remove the plaque on a daily basis in a good way. Then we can keep it healthy for years to come. So that is the good news, even in these cases where there's substantial bone loss. Okay, thanks for your attention. The next video will again touch on a different topic. I haven't decided yet which one that will be. Thank you.